Hi, my name is Marcel Boucher. I'd like to personally invite you to my BYOD session at Max this year. The session is entitled Content-Oriented Application Development Using Flash Builder and Web Experience Management. Okay, that was a mouthful. But ultimately what we're going to do is we're going to build a mobile application, and that mobile application, built with Flash Builder 4.5 of course, is going to be driven by changes made in the Web Experience Management solution. The advantage to this is that developers such as yourselves can release framework-like mobile applications where the functionality and content is completely driven by a web content management repository. Let's take a little sneak peek of what you're going to build, and hopefully you'll get excited about it.
As I said, let's have a quick peek at the application that we're going to build together during the lab. Here we're looking at a tablet device, and we're going to launch an application that I built with Flash Builder 4.5, an application we're going to build together, Geometrics Mobile. Geometrics is a sample application or a sample site that comes with the Adobe Web Experience Management solution. Geometrics sells shapes, obviously. They've got triangle, square, and circles here that they're selling. This information is actually pulled from the content repository. So as products are being added to the site, dynamically the mobile application is going to pull that information and display it. Also, the tabs across the bottom here, you can't read it on the screen, I'm sure, but the first one says products, the second one is news, and as I click on news, it's going to display the Geometrics news page. Now the tabs across the bottom, what we're going to build as part of the lab, is again controlled dynamically by the Adobe WEM solution. Let's go have a look at what that looks like and how we're going to manage the content and the functionality of the mobile application from a website. Now that we've seen the mobile application that we're going to build as part of the lab, let's look at the website that I talked about, the Geometrics website, the sample site that comes with the Web Experience Management solution. And this is a view, the authoring view, where content owners can manage the site itself. So here, for example, we can see the list of products like we saw in the mobile application. So this should look familiar: triangle, square, circle. Now imagine how easy it would be for your content owners to simply go into their browser and, let's say, for example, create a child page under products. So we'll add a new product that we're starting to sell. So a new shape. Now as I create that product, what's happening behind the scenes is that information gets stored into the content repository. So here, again, the content owner can continue to manipulate the site to add content like images, for example, and text, etc. All that information gets stored inside the content repository. So if I refresh the products node, we'll see that Pentagon is now added, and it has a set of attributes and subnodes that we can query to pull that information. And that's exactly what we're doing with the mobile application. Querying the repository, pulling that information in. Now let's push this a little bit further and actually take it to the next level. Now we're just managing content, and you're probably thinking to yourself, yeah, I could do that with the database. But the value here is because you're using the Web Experience Management solution, content owners can actually manage the products, manage the content and the information just by using an easy-to-use and fun-to-use web browser experience. You don't have to build that product management site, etc., that actually updates a database and all that extra development effort that you would need to do. Simply use it out of the box to update the repository and query it. Now if we take that to the next level, not only can we manage the content that the mobile application is displaying, but also its functionality. Here what you'll see is an entry here on the page called products, and that's basically saying I want to see the products tab in the mobile application. So we're querying the repository dynamically and then assigning the views to the mobile application based on an information stored in the repository. So here what I'm going to do is add an HTML view, and we're going to do this as part of the lab. For example, double click it and set its properties to the label title, so news. And here, because we're using existing content to display within the repository, we can simply navigate the repository tree and select the information that we want to display. Now just by doing that, we've again updated the repository. The mobile application pulls that information and then adds the necessary tabs so we can continue to manage the application. The value here, you don't have to recompile and redistribute your app to the App Store, etc. when you need to make small changes like adding a simple tab that's going to show web content or manipulating the functionality of the app. Building the app following a content-oriented application development approach will enable you to do these kinds of things.
Thanks for watching this, and I hope to see you at Max this year.